Okay. Carl Sagan once said, "The Earth is a small stage in a vast cosmic arena. The universe is bigger than you can even imagine. If it were as big as the sun, you would still be a speck. In fact, if it were as big as our sun and our solar system wouldn't even be a speck. With all of its vastness, it's hard to understand everything going on." In 1992, the first confirmed exoplanets were discovered orbiting around a pulsar. A pulsar is one of the strongest objects in the universe. It's a star. An exoplanet or exosolar planet is an is any planet that orbits a star beyond our solar system. Surprisingly, there are only more than 6,000 confirmed exoplanets. Out of those, 16 are confirmed so far to be in the habitable zone, and a few of those are rocky planets like Earth. That number goes up as more of the planets are discovered. The habitable zone is the zone near the star that isn't too close to where it would be too hot or too far to where it would be too cold. Our habitable zone is Venus to Mars, but some stars are more dim and some are more bright and some are smaller and some are bigger. So the odds of a planet being in the habitable zone are very, very slim. Another very common effect of being in the habitable zone is um, being tidally locked, which is one of the reasons why Venus is not a candidate for our next Earth. When a planet rotates at the same rate it orbits the sun, a day being the same length as a year, on the planet it is considered tidally locked. Venus is not tidally locked exactly because a day is equivalent to 243 Earth days, and an orbital period is equivalent to 225 Earth days. Mars doesn't have this problem, but the radiation levels are too high and the atmosphere is too thin to breathe. From sciencenewstoday.org, the closest planet to Earth's habitability is Proxima Centauri b, at just 4.24 light years away. It has potential to likely have an atmosphere similar to Earth's, and it is in the habitable zone where it could have liquid water. There is no way of knowing if we could actually live there because as far as technology advances today, in today's day and age, we can go to the moon and Mars. Scientists discover new exoplanets using several different methods. One of the most common is called the transit method. As a planet passes in front of its star, it blocks a tiny amount of its light. Telescopes can measure these tiny changes in brightness to determine the size of the planet, how long its year is, and even estimate whether it will be in the habitable zone. They can even study the atmosphere based on how much of the star's light passes through it. This is from NASA Exoplanet Exploration. The universe is so large and so wide that we can only explore a tiny fraction of it. Every year that telescopes advance, there are more tools we can use to learn about and study the universe we live in. Whether we eventually find another Earth or another place we can survive or not, we know that our tiny little rock in the perfect zone is just a blue dot and part of something so much bigger. Neil deGrasse Tyson said that the universe is under no obligation to make sense to you.